Assalamu alaikum. Today we'll be making this Ahlan wa sahlan wood sign with a reusable stencil. I'm using a 6x6 wood panel and painting it with acrylic paint in black, as you can see, using a foam brush. Here I'm using a 4x4 reusable stencil from our shop, and I'm applying black color as the first layer. This is the same color as the background, and it does two things. First, it seals the stencil in place so it doesn't move around. And second, it results in sharper lines when you end up with calligraphy that does not look blurry. Another tip for sharp, crisp lines is working in layers. As you can see here, I am applying the first layer of the color white. To do that, I'm dipping my sponge in the paint, then wiping the excess on the side of the plate and applying it to the stencil. As you can see, just a little bit is enough to fill a lot of the stencil. The biggest mistake I see is when people apply too much paint thinking that they'll be done earlier, but what they end up with is paint seeping under the stencil and having a blurred look. The key to avoid this and have sharp, crisp lines is working in layers. Here I am, I just finished applying the first thin layer of white paint. After it dries, I used a hair dryer, but you can wait on that. After it dries, you add the other layer. I think I applied 3 layers here until I reached the color that I was hoping for. I wanted to keep this part in and not edit it out, just to show you that I was working in layers to build up the color. And it does take time, not a lot, but it takes a little time to reach the color that you want, but you really end up with beautiful calligraphy that is not blurry. Now that I'm happy with the color, it's time to remove the stencil. You don't have to wait for the paint to dry to remove the stencil. It's perfect. Look at that. Now this final step is optional, but I like to do it because I don't like the stencil look. You take a very tiny paintbrush and you close all those bridges that are in the design. This way the calligraphy looks like it's hand-drawn and not stenciled on, which is the look that I'm after. And that's it. I hope this inspires you to try our stencils. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. Assalamu alaikum.